Going on, guys? We are live on the normal one, the normal live stream, and vertical tonight. And I am just vibing to the music. I played around with a couple of things for the vertical. Hopefully it works out. I am using a little bit more resources with the vertical because I had to change up a few things to hopefully make it smoother so it doesn't lag. So, if we experience anything different, please let me know. Also, thank you for the 2 likes right away before we even start up on the horizontal. I like how the vertical looks. Thank you. I thought it needed a improvement. Also, from I believe it's October 22nd. After that date, all the vertical clips that will be converted to shorts will be in this format for the vertical. Alright, guys. So, tonight we are checking out the side stories. Wait, what is this? This is my final goodbye to Literal Club. Wait, hold up. I think I went the wrong way. What are you saying boo for, yokai? Or are you just trying to scare me? Is that what that is? This is my final goodbye to the Literal Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a... Okay, now this is... That's not where we need to go. Side stories, there we go. We're doing this tonight. Not the main story, because we've already covered that. I feel like I should change the bitrate for the vertical, but I could be wrong. Also, thank you for the 3 likes on the horizontal. Really appreciate it. Let me see if I can change the bitrate just a little bit for the vertical and see if it makes it a little bit better. Right now, it seems like it's good, but if we can make it a little bit better, that'd be grand. Let me know if there's any changes to the vertical now that I switched up the bitrate a little bit. Alright. As far as I can tell, there's no lag, so that's good. Alright. Begin side story, yes. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. By the way, just a heads up, we did start the first one, the first side story part, earlier in the last live stream of Doki Doki. So just a heads up. Since the video is inverted, your lens out of the camera frame. Let me fix that then. And why does the camera keep doing this? I set it up to be flipped and it auto keeps going back to the other way. I don't get why it's doing that, man. Transform horizontal. There. Now it looks like I'm looking at the game. Let me go ahead and... That better? Yeah, that's better. Alright. I don't know why it keeps flipping my camera. It drives me up the wall. Because I've been switching it over like that for a while now. Even with recording. Last night I recorded like 4 videos. And I hope it didn't record it like that. You're inverted to the vertical, but normal on the horizontal. The vertical's fine. Considering, in order for me to look like I'm actually looking at the gameplay, I would be having to do this. You know? Alright, let's continue. Although Monica should have... Alright, I read that. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? The very different version of Monica in the side stories. Sayori is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori entered the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Oh no. What's going to happen now? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But the problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sarah responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We snooped into her folder and discovered a few things. Monica stares blankly behind and blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. Also, now that I switch up the cam, I'm not a floating head. Oh, I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worried about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? We're friends, right? Wonderlessly, Sayori nods. Wordlessly, not wondrously. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Love how she just switches it. Monica messages her massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. Words. No worky. Link down in the description or the merch shelf or store shelf, whatever the heck it's called. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, considering we kind of snooped into it. Paradox. Thank you. But as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I just respected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah, Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. Also, just a heads up. After this live, for next Sunday night live, pending is if everybody is available, me, Yokai, Kills, and Nines are hopefully gonna go live all together for Peak, new indie game that has dropped recently, and is blowing up the internet. I can't wait. We more or less have to climb up 3-4 different mountains or stages of mountain, and we have to work as a team to actually get up to the peak. Looks really fun. I can't wait to get into it. After that, though, we will be picking up We Happy Few. I've had the game for God knows how long, and it's about time I actually started it up. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. Is that, like, chained together? No, not exactly. So, we're free roaming. So, if somebody lugs behind, that's completely fine, but it might be difficult for that person that's lugged behind to catch up. There's stamina, hunger, health, and I think one other stat, poison, that you have to look out for. But I believe it's like $8 on Steam right now. I don't think they're gonna increase the price. And it's a fully released game. If you're looking into it. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. Neat? Yes. I can't wait for it, dude. I cannot wait. Because it's gonna be so much chaos with us. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns to Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitments? Also, thank you for the 4 likes on the horizontal. Really appreciate it. Helps us push out further into the algo to be seen. Also, let me know, can you hear my kids? Because they are being so loud in the hallway right now. They're playing with a bouncy ball thing. I don't know if it's picking up on the mic. It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I don't have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? Yes, the children are audible. X has arrived. Welcome in, X. And I will be right back. I'm gonna see if I can quiet them down or move them to the room. Because, yeah, I don't want y'all to hear all the chaos. You can't understand them, but they're normal for kids. So we are on the side story now. Yes, we are in part 2 of the side stories. Have fun, yes. But I will be right back. I'm not going to put you on the be right back screen because it's just going to be real quick. So vibe out to the music for a little bit and I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I hope y'all vibed out to the music. I wasn't gone too long, right? I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. Not too long, no. Good, very good. There is technically no horror presence in the side stories, actually. I thought so. I just wasn't too sure. I know the first part of this one, there was nothing creepy or horror-ish about it, so... But y'all did say in the last stream through a poll that y'all wanted me to cover the side stories, so here we are. Although, to note... Oh, no. To note what? That's fine. I think I just need, like, some motivation. And on top of that, Monica's whole aesthetic has utterly changed from the main story. The only pain you'll feel from playing the side story is... Don't spoil it. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. I mean, that's the hardest part, actually. Starting any kind of project is just starting. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Well, when it comes to projects. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist's mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. Also, over on the vertical, am I lagging at all, or is it smooth as butter this time? The fact that you saw all the girls end up in terrible fates in the previous main game. Yeah. My oldest told me that there is a way to be able to, save some of them. I don't know which ones or all of them, but I'm pretty sure that's more or less us just going back, replaying the game, and just going straight for Monica. Which, after the horror that I just went through, I'm not gonna do that until a good while later. If we do go back. It's smooth, but there's a delay between the horizontal and vertical. That's completely fine. I started the stream a couple of seconds in between, so that's completely fine. Alright. Yep. No problem, X. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first, then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a college where you find all of the things you want to put in, and then you arrange them into a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. Also, later down the road, I don't know if I'm going to do it as videos or a live stream, but my brother has informed me that there are other side stories to this game that's not in this in particular game itself. So I might be revisiting it later for those as well. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. And now you're just going to enjoy seeing all of these four girls develop a friendship with each other and bring the literary club in to a new glory while remembering all of the trauma from before. Yep. Straight up. Fantastic. Yep. But I'm more or less treating going back to this like I have been with FNAF and Bendy and the Ink Machine games. It's fantastic. Yes. So somewhere down the road, I'll come back to the other stuff that's connected to this, and maybe another fresh playthrough of just doing Monica. Yeah, I always get to so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. We have the XP thing as well. Yes, the XP thing in chat right now is more or less you engage in chat, you like the stream, you send super chats, stuff like that. It'll give you XP to be ranked higher in chat as a higher supporter. It's built more or less to encourage you to be more active in chat for more engagement. Overall, I got caught up in a different live stream of a creator that I follow actually wanting to be ranked #1, so it works. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Also, thank you for everybody that actually chats and hits the reactions and all that. Really appreciate it. Helps out actually to get the stream out there. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you are not supposed to polish your feelings right. Police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, you idiot. She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thank you, I do too. I mean, but also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quiet, a struggle to write without overthinking it, but after a while, with Sayori guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, prepared with all of her random thoughts. I always love the Pokeball eyes. Yeah. Phew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, it feels so tense looking at this. Now that you said that, man, do all of them have those type of eyes? I haven't really looked. I think they do. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. Okay, yeah, they do. Just not all of them are as straight prominent as Yuri. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. Also, a chain, just a curious question. I do remember you saying that my cam was a little big in the last stream. So I believe I shrunk it down a little bit. Is it a little bit better? That way you have more viewage of the gameplay. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. Won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceeds with her work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literary club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Content warning, suicide thoughts, self-hate. Okay, so there is still some traumatic stuff, but I'm assuming it's not super bad compared to the main game. Hopefully. Because it says suicide thoughts, not outright suicide. So, I'm hoping we're not going through some more trauma. Yes, the size is fine. I think I was complaining more about the vertical because it was covering the game itself. The way you have it set up above the gameplay is much better. Yes, still some painful thoughts. Yeah, overall, just wanting to make sure that the mainstream is set up properly to actually fully give you the full experience. So thanks for letting me know. The banner on the vertical could probably be moved. The banner. Oh, the words. The what do you call it? Media loop. I'll lower it. There we go. Believe that should work. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, let's continue. However, it's going to be more tame. Okay, that's good at least. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her in a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all new ideas Monica and Sayre come up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl that other day. I'm assuming it's Yuri. Also, thank you for the 5 likes over on the main stream. Really appreciate it. Helps us push out further into the algo and get seen by more people. If only this was the flyer we gave. Right, I already read that. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Right the way in right the words no work link down in the description for merch. Right the way into your heart. There we go. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayre had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Besides, Sayre has a pretty long way to go to gain the will to... Really, man? Y'all are going to just straight up keep reminding me of that, aren't you? Just... It's painful. Stop it. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performs the writing exercise. Was I always this bad expressing myself? My apologies. You're a good ex. How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literary club is truly beginning to take form. To be honest and to be fair with Monica, at least this version of Monica, I can understand what she's going through, especially as a perfectionist. When I first started out as content, I didn't know where exactly I was going, how it was going to be set up until years later. I knew for a fact the main thing that I wanted out of content creation, though, is overall just building up a community that has a safe space and is welcome to all shapes and forms. Other than that, I can fully understand what she's going through. But with that, the weight on Monika's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about ridged structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints in that delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monika was so good at it. It excited entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monika pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. But sometimes trauma can also be nostalgic. In a weird, messed up way, I would have to agree, man. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monika lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monika's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monika presses her pen down against it, once again letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monika. Just move your hand. Monika writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. I mean, that's one way of expressing. There isn't even the first time Doki Doki Literary Club fans would make jokes about the dark things that they encounter. This isn't even the first. Yeah, it's true. I'm pretty sure, considering the community as a whole, I miss the comfort of being sad. Nirvana. Yeah, that makes sense now, especially going through this game. That also kind of slightly brings me back to high school when things were so hectic. The quote that you put, Chain, is this Monika's? Yes, the poem, this was Monika's. Monika slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air container seems louder today. Okay, yes. Knew it. You're good, man. I'm here. Hi. Monika hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sarah takes the sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I start you? Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Well, it's not outright straight up that, but still hits. Sayori. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, and you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is, like, screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literal club. I trust you, more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Where Monica's own faulty but genuine efforts actually the push that Sayori needed. They're the only characters whose eye color don't match their hair color. Who, Sayori? I have mentioned that before. Maybe? Are you talking about Sayori? Actually, looking back, I think you have said something like that. Sayori and Monica. I think you said it about one of the characters, not both. I don't remember which one, though. Sayori's deliberate breath can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepared herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I don't know either, man. I don't know. But you are accurate. It does not match her hairstyle or hair color. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? Not always that easy. So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. Okay, for real, Sayori is slightly kind of reminding me of myself. For the longest time, I've always put everybody else ahead of me instead of me taking care of myself. Until I realized I need to actually take care of myself in order to take care of everybody else around me. Keep that in mind for overall going through your life. If you don't take care of yourself, how are you supposed to take care of the people that you care about? Yeah. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. That is true. Sad, but true. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me, what's wrong? Congrats for opening up, though. It took a while, man. Mental health is rough, but you get there. Especially with a good community and good people around you. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. Also, just a heads up, I experienced this way before I came to YouTube. I think I was still going through this with the concept of putting everybody ahead of me when I was still over on Twitch and even way back when I was in high school. Extremely when I was in high school. But I think ever since I switched over to YouTube, I started actually working on myself, and as far as I know, y'all have actually seen it. Because I have gotten a lot better. The wife has actually seen it too, and my kids, thankfully. It's not easy though, but I'm doing better. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. High school was 20 years ago for me. Yeah, roughly around the same amount of years too. Feels weird. Feels really weird. 20 years ago, I was... Wait. No. Yeah, it wouldn't have been 20 years ago. So aged. Yeah. It wouldn't have been exactly 20 years. It would have been, like, I don't know, maybe 15? Maybe? I suck at math, but it's roughly around that amount of years. Maybe a little less for me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sarah pauses again. Her solemn expression makes her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too. I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think it's just like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Excuse me. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It's just made me feel like I could say it in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly, the club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayori emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave, I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you'd like. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sarah rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all of the days that she has passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. And it hurts even more when you recall what happened in the future. Yeah, guys. That reminded me, man. It's too painful. She speaks off softly. Granted, I don't think Monica was conscious that this whole thing was a game. At least in the side stories. My question is, when did she become conscious that this whole thing was a game? You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori breathes. Breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. Maybe she did some Lucid drugs in her mind open beyond the fourth wall. I mean, that's a possibility. Perhaps some time after the whole literary club was assembled? Maybe. And if I remember correctly, the game that we're going to be jumping into after next Sunday, depending on everybody's schedule, I think there is some weird drug use in damn it, I forgot the name. We Happy Few. So, who knows? She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. We Happy Few? Yes. You weren't here when I announced that, did I? Did you? Were you? Well, I posted it in the community post, but not this upcoming Sunday, but the following Sunday we'll probably be picking up We Happy Few. But next Sunday, if everybody's schedule matches, me, Yokai, and Kills and Nines will be going live with Peak, a new indie game where you just climb up a mountain to the peak, and you have to work as a team to get up there. And I cannot wait for it, dude. It looks so much fun. Looks like so much fun. Words are hard. I already read that. I'm not good at anything. It's just, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort. But she knows Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts of Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong, and Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them like any good friend would do. You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. I really like the concept of We Happy Few. I got the game years ago. I checked out the trailer for it. A couple of different trailers, actually. But I've never watched any content over it. I've never spoiled anything for me. Overall, I'm going straight into the game vanilla. Have no idea what to expect other than possibly trying to escape the town, maybe? I don't know, though. Also because of the British subjects. Good. Yeah. The area that it takes place in, I believe, Britain, or a British area in general. Also caught my attention for it, too. I think the first time that I found out about We Happy Few is because of Dan Bull. Great, awesome British rapper that raps about games and other things as well, if you want to check him out. He started up on YouTube and Spotify, if I'm correct. That's where I found him, at least. That's what you That's what you brought here. You brought us a version and you also brought happiness. There's also 3 DLCs for us happy few. Or we happy few. I don't know if I got all the DLCs. I'll have to check. But if I enjoy it that much, I'm definitely going to have to grab it. Yes? Okay. You brought us a vision and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gentle nod. Very well. Yes, sir. No more words are needed between them. The two shared their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffling fully ceases, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Life. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, you'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. But that's what happened, where's no wiki? Link down in the description for merch. I keep saying that immensely throughout this live stream. I apologize. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Thank you for doing the merch thing, Chain. The merch command. Thank you. Also, they have access to the pinned merch as well, which I made sure to put Where's No Worky in the merch shelf, but there's a variety of different merch in my merch store in that link. Sorry, nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah, well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. Is it Yuri? Is it Yuri? The face that seems familiar. We're gonna have to find out in the next story, okay. What pictures did we unlock with that? I'm pretty sure it's Yuri. It's gotta be Yuri. We got that one. Any other ones? Nope, okay. And we got new music. It's not showing which one's new. Okay, well. Oh, well then. Hey, can you play say Nora in the menu? The music? This one? I think the new one is Dear Sunshine. You just wanted me to play this to traumatize me to go back to the last live stream. No. No, we're not doing that. Let's continue. Yeah, it's Yuri. We're continuing with the side stories. No, I'm not listening to that horrifying stuff again. Oh, why'd you do that to me, man? The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. The face that seems familiar. Hold it! Yuri! And yes, now that she's not happy, stabby, stabby, Yuri's still my favorite. I would date Yuri. If I was single, obviously. Because it's fun to torture you at random times. I mean, yeah, you got a point, but it's terrifying and evil. To get you prepared and prepped up for a We Happy Few lore. Does it get that dark? Like this? Or is it somewhere in the middle? Sari eyes widen, recognizing the girl. That's the specific. That's the specific. Okay. I'm assuming it's somewhere in the middle for We Happy Few. Compared to this. She very conspicuously mouthed to Monica. Conspicuously mouths to Monica? It's her. It's the girl. It's true. The girl stands in the doorway is none other than the girl Sarah had came across reading alone in the classroom. Next to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literary club by any chance? I was more trying to get you to understand why the things in the game could be the way they are. Okay. I get that. But overall, I can't wait to start the game in general. But I'm more excited currently for playing Peak with the guys. But not spoiling though. Appreciate that. Me too. Hell yeah, dude. Are you here for the literal club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literal club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. Fail to contain. Okay. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literal club, even though it's just us so far, but sorry, I'm not really here for the literal club. Ah, you're good, man. I'm here for the tea. Cheers, mate. Granted, I'm drinking coffee, so either way, we're here for a good time, chill out, have fun, and overall, mass majority of the time, watch me utterly scream my head off or utterly get disturbed and traumatized by horror. But again, y'all asked for this last live stream for the side stories. Even though it's just us so far, but what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh? Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm sorry, I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori is already. I already. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, but I don't really like Cup of Joe. To each their own, man. To each their own. I started drinking coffee when I was like 6, so I enjoy tea and coffee, to be fair. Coffee more, though. I'm curious on how Yuri became the vice president when she joined after Sayori. That is a good question. Maybe we'll find out. Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Is she referencing the creepy doll that's supposed to be completely haunted, or is this a actual author? I feel like it's an actual author, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. Wasn't Yuri the vice president in Act 2? Yes. In the main game, she's the vice president. I'm on her fifth book, and it's just Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my book. I wouldn't mind. Excuse me. You're really in for an incredible experience. Well, Sayori doesn't even exist in Act 2. Dude! I know! Yeah, I was saying that Yuri's vice president at the get-go of the main story. Actually, now that I was answering the question, okay. There is a author named Annabelle Dupont, but it might not be they're referencing in the game, but no, it's not referencing Annabelle doll. Okay, good. Now you got me thinking, X. I can't remember. Who was the vice president in Act 2? Was it Yuri? Because I thought it was Yuri at the very, very beginning. Damn it. I don't remember. How else would Yuri have become vice president? I don't know. But I thought she was the vice president at the very get-go. Wasn't she? I really don't remember. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently to asking for help. I love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I am so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Probably. I thought Sayori was the vice president at Act 1. Was she? Now I'm gonna have to look it up. Because it's driving me nuts. Who was vice president in Act 1 of Doki Doki Literal Club? In Act 1 of Doki Doki Literal Club, the vice president of Literal Club is Sayori. Okay, yeah, actually you were right. So, not Sayori. Sayori was the vice president at the beginning. Then it was Yuri in Act 2. I missed the first 2 streams of the game. Well, you can always go back and rewatch them. Forewarning, I do have the warning tab set up in the game, so you have a heads up. But yeah, apparently Sayori was the first vice president in Act 1, and then Yuri was the vice president in Act 2, when things really got dark. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. I watched the second one, but not the first one. You need to go watch the first one. Forewarning, if I... No. The first stream was pretty chill. Nothing too bad happened in the first stream. But the second one, that's when things started getting a little extra. And I thought I was going insane. Yeah, no, you're good, man. I just couldn't remember. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself to considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True, okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. So in this version, is she still into horror? I hope she is. And I thought I was okay. I read that. I would have been pretty sad if I got things incorrect. Ah, you're good, man. You're good. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Do you still want to decimate Monica, though? In this one, it doesn't seem like she's a full-on villain, so... No? Not yet, maybe? I don't know. I don't think in the side stories she's evil, like in the main story. And the player character. I don't think the player character actually exists in this playthrough for the side stories. I think it's just focused on the girls. So, I don't think the player character is in it at all. Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be a room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. But the main game you would. Yes. Yes, the main game I would, considering Yuri was manipulating the whole game for her to be fully captivated by my attention. Or the play character's attention. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Hey, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I need to get. She taps her fingers against the daintiously chunky book. Daintily, I think that's the word. Chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opened to reveal Yuri's return. Also, Chain, the book that she mentioned, do we know exactly what book she's reading from that author or no? Dauntingly, thank you. Because I think she said that there's 5 books in the series. Actually, rewind. Do we know what books Annabelle Debont, I think was the name, has written? I don't catch the title of the book, so I'm not sure. I don't think it mentioned the title of the book. I'm just trying to guesstimate, you know? I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, with which combines with her short time bound indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sits the book down on her desk. Just as Sarah feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. So it's a full fantasy book that is very heavily in depth. You know what? Let's look up the author, shall we? Because I'm curious. Annabelle DeBunk. At least I think that's how you say it. It could be a dark fantasy. That's a possibility. The author that popped up only has books to her credit, so I'm pretty sure the author mentioned in the game is fictional. Oh, man! And what I got about Annabelle DeBunk was frickin' the damn doll. Go figure. Has 2 books. So I'm pretty sure the author mentions... Oh, so it is... Sorry, it skipped that word for some reason. Okay. So it actually is the author. Seems to state that it was a pen name, though. I mean, it makes sense. The author. To understand how the no, it keeps giving me the Annabelle doll. I'm probably putting in the wrong information to look up the author. So just as Sarah feared, the book that right, I read that. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. So it's a very literal storyline. Sarah nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. The demo. Demo? Wait, what are you talking about, demo? Huh? What X? What are you talking about, demo? We're talking about an author, dude. Unless I'm not catching on to what you're talking about, dude. From across the room, Monaco smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. When are you going to play Giggleland? Giggleland? Is that a game that you linked in the Discord? Because I don't think you mentioned the name Giggleland. Unless my memory's just being completely poor. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. Granted, I know you have mentioned a lot of games and linked a lot of games in the Discord, so it's gonna take me a hot minute to actually get to, because I'm running 2 series right now for videos, and then on Fridays I'm posting short indies. So what made you decide you want to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literary club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. Giggleland, Terry Pumpkin Patch. Oh, okay. I do recognize the pumpkin patch part. So no, I have not checked it out yet. I would have liked you to make a stream on it. how long is the game for gameplay? I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. So we could fully interact. Okay, let me look it up. Is it on Steam or is it on a different platform? I was so stupid I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, like, walked out. I was actually really happy, hoping that you would come by. There are 4 questions to do, and then 4 quests to do. Then we have to go a slightly long path to get to a location where the game truly starts. Okay, so roughly an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe? What platform is it on, though? Is it on Steam, Game Jolt, Itch? Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interrupt things as the worst possible scenario. There are surprises that will await us on your journey. Okay. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reason too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just 2 of you. I definitely came at the right time. The link I put in game suggestions was on Steam. Gotcha. Okay, so Gigaland. Let me go ahead and look it up now. That way I have it in my head and it's actually on my list, so I can actually cover it. So Gigaland. Oh, right. Yeah, I have this on my list. I already have this on my list. Right, you said you wanted me to cover the demo. There was also another game called Bonnie's Bakery. Bonnie's Bakery. Bonnie's Bakery. Right. That actually ironically came up on my feed the other day. Okay, so both of them are wishlisted. And I will see if I can set up a live stream for the demo for giggles. You have so many games on your wish list, it's not surprising that you forgot about it. I mean, I've got a wish list of over like 300, so can you blame me? Which is totally, definitely, very much not a horror game. That totally sounds like a horror game. I definitely came at the right time. That makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same thing I am, except online. That's a bit ironic, because vast majority of my friendships is online through the community, so thank y'all. So I thought the Literary Club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like, genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sarah pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafting things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry or boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off till the last minute. Does Sayori have ADHD? So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into, right? Into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. Not being able to focus? Yeah. And completing tasks. Or projects. I'm not. Oh, yeah. Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literal club. Well, we have our answer on how she became vice president. She kind of was forced into it. I suppose so. Yeah. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's actually kind of peaceful to read a book out in the woods. Not gonna lie. So it's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate automatically for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. Would that explain her waking up late for school then? I don't think that's how ADHD works. No, I don't think so. Because my brother has ADHD and he didn't have a problem with that. I don't think. I'm gonna have to ask him now. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. Alright then, yep. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Well, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Yuri enthusiastically returns her firewall. Farewell, not firewall. Oh, dyslexia and auditory processing disorders, great for novel games, right? Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the classroom. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it's really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you, engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think I'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. It's at least good that Slay the Princess had an option to enable voices. Slay the Princess? Is Slay the Princess where it's a very, very, very niche game where it's a narrative choice game as well, with very, very weird concepts and out-of-the-box concepts for choices? Is that the game that we're talking about? I think that's what we're talking about. Slay the Princess. Now I gotta check. You're making me all kinds of sidetracked tonight. Slay the Princess. Perhaps. Okay, no. I'm thinking of a different game. I have seen this game a lot over the internet. I should probably check it out, though. That is not what I meant, though. That it's at least good that Slay the Princess had an option to enable... Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. How much is that game, anyways? I did not mean to sidetrack things. Oh, you're good, man. We've been sidetracking left and right all night, so it don't matter, man. Overall, we're just having a good time, vibing out. And plus, we're only like an hour and a half into stream, so you're good. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirit lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. It may or not be 12.59 on Steam. Is that USD or pounds? Because I know you're in the British area. May not. Okay. USD. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's not too expensive. So, actually, do I have it on my wish list? I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. No, I do not. Oh, it's currently on sale. That's why the price dropped. Originally, it's like 18 bucks. Well, it's now on my wish list. My ever-growing wish list that never stops. Exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested, but if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try it so hard to entrance me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Oh yeah, there's also getting an art book. Nice. Well, that thing is... we don't even have any club activities yet. Nice. Usually when it comes to art books and the soundtracks to games that I get on Steam, I don't usually look at them unless I'm completely head over heels in the game and the lore. I should probably start looking into that though. Because I've got a couple of games that I got the art book for. And soundtracks. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it's just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity? That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? That's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. The vertical feed was completely frozen. Is it frozen now? Because on my end, it looks like it's still going. Let me check with my phone. On my computer, yes, it's frozen. Okay, let me check on my phone. Maybe you just gotta refresh. But let me check real quick. I just refreshed. Okay. Is it still going then? I don't know why. Why can I not? It's working now. Okay. Thank you for letting me know and checking. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. I don't have to, you don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's something I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Suri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Praying over Sayori reads the cover of the book. Oh good. It's working. Yep! Dusk Bell? Why does that sound familiar? That's just grand. Yes, it is. Dusk Bell. Dusk. That book sounds familiar. Alright. Dusk Bell. Yes, I'm looking up the book. Referring to an author that might lead to lore. Hold on, is this just more lore? Understanding Yuri referring to an author that might lead to lore and or hints to the game's lore. I looked into it, but I can't really see anything of instant relation. Okay, both books written by her are written with another author who is a false author. It's just another way to say that as a parodisium, both books feature waves removed from the husband. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit more later. Sounds like the actual book, but I'm not 100% sure. Part of the Everlast saga. Everlast. Oh my gosh, chains. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, chains what? Or are you referencing to what she posted in Discord for a clip? Because I seen the text of the title of the clip. Yes. Oh, go figure. It's just spelled by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family, trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? I mean... It said Yuri is staring at Rue. Yeah, I seen it. I didn't look at the clip, but I seen the title of it. I'll have to look at it later. She still is. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Hi, Yuri. How you doing? I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sari joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you, you're like super smart. Oh please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things I have a lot of experience with. Contractually, I'm awful at anything involving real people. Counterrectally? Words not working. And Rue is not making eye contact. His camera has his eyes at a lower level as he reads. Yeah, that's accurate. Because here's my... What the heck was that? Henry! Why are you falling, sir? Hold on. Oh, crap. Oh! What the hell made Henry move? Bad Henry! I'm gonna have to take off the headset to fix this. Who's Henry? Henry's the skeleton that sits behind me. My setup. He's the skelly. It's all skellies. Stay, Henry. Stay. Why the hell did you pop out, Henry? Hold the fine, Henry. Good, Henry. Now, hold the coffee, Henry. Stay there, Henry. Don't move. No. Can I back up in the chair or lean into the chair and move the book? Yeah, that's probably what happened. I leaned back and it moved the books that were holding his feet. Bad Henry. And probably me. Okay, let's get back. Stay there. You hear me? Stay there. Okay. I'm back, I think, maybe. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. Okay. Henry is the skeleton his wife got him. Actually, technically it was her Skelly that she named Henry, and then she just decided to give me Henry, so I had him back here just chilling out. I don't remember. Henry originally was supposed to be like a gag for content, but I never really involved him a whole lot. I found it hard to actually include him to actually bring into content. A skeleton model, I hope. Henry's popping. Yeah, he's definitely doing that. Bone appetite, appetite, Henry. Oh wow. There is a couple of videos that I've included him in with content. Just not a whole lot. I've thought about doing like little skits with Henry, but the effort that I need to put in would be a lot more than I'm able to do, considering work and everything that I have to do on a daily. If I made more income from content, I might be able to actually do a couple of more skits, or actually start doing skits with Henry. But until that day, we'll see. That should be evident. Right, I read that. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No! Sarah rubs her shoulders against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After a minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Oh, right. I remember. Before Henry fell, I was explaining the whole camera situation. So my main monitor, the big one that has the gameplay, is higher, so I'm looking down towards the bottom of the monitor a little bit, and the camera that's on my smaller monitor is like 3/4 down comparatively to the monitor that has my games. So that's why I'm looking down towards the chat. Not chat, but the text on the game. You know what I'm talking about. Yuri began to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, and the more questions Sayori seems to have. I'm just making sure Henry stays there. How much trouble has Henry done for you, though? Not a whole lot. There has been a couple of times that he's fallen like that before, but not out of complete randomness. I'm pretty sure I leaned back too far and hit the books, though. That's the only explanation that I got for why Henry just decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna fall. Damn Henry. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her thought through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. And if so, why? Does he have a bone to pick with you? Every now and then, I think so, maybe. I don't know why, though. Henry is just a skeleton of a puppet, so Rue isn't an unnerved since Henry already died once. Wait, what? What? Henry is just a skeleton of a puppet, so Rue isn't as unnerved since Henry already died once. Hold on, rewind. What do you mean Henry already died once? Am I missing something? I'm really trying to remember why you're saying Henry died already. Other than the concept of him being a Skelly, of course. It's because evidence that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, it's one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. Does Ruesafer have a distaste for puppets and dolls? Yes, dude, you should know this by now. He's dead. He's a Skelly. His flesh deteriorated and it's all bone now. Well, yeah, he's a Skelly. I get that, but I thought you were talking about like a past stream or a video or something like that. Aren't there many villains that are skeletons? This is true. But I have not encountered a whole lot of horror games with Skellies that have a main villain as a Skelly. But any Skelly that I encounter, automatically, they're a Henry. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? Sir Whoop. Sir Whoopa said, you fighting a bunch of boners. Yep, I remember that. The Skellies in that game were called boners. Your logo literally has skull on it. This is true, it does. Right here as well. As undead gamers. I mean, maybe that was also part of the design unconsciously that I put a Skelly on the design as well. Or a Henry. You hear that, Henry? You're immortalized in my content now because of the logo. You happy? Yeah, he's smiling. Got it. Oh, wow. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry? I think that's an empedix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. I hope Henry is satisfied. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Henry's satisfied. No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. Appendix. Gotcha. Thank you for correcting me on that. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Is that a slime border around your camera, though? Yes and no. I wanted to lean more into my brands with horror. So that was the only design that I found on, oh, what is the darn thing called? Adobe Express. So it's like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. And it works. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayer jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. Cheese. Cheese? What? You think the ghoul is cheese? That's a very, very interesting green cheese, if that's the case. That'd be pretty nasty to try out green cheese, unless it was dyed on purpose. But the green cheese that I'm thinking of is just molded. Ew. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I needed that sometimes. A lot of times. Sari flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of content. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sari peeks up again. What does vindicated mean? Yeah, vindicated, I think. Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sari turns the page. Are these footnotes? Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. I absolutely love when authors do that, because going back to just looking up what it means drives me nuts. I don't want to put down the book just to understand what they're saying in the book. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sari's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sari's easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the table have turned. Wait, are they talking about past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having, but they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sari rubs her temple. The two of them continue, with Sari asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in question comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sari reaches the end of the chapter. I mean, I can't blame her considering I have dyslexia and it's a challenge to read bigger books. For example, War and Peace. Dear God, that is a big book. I've only read through part 1, and mass majority of it I did not fully understand. Eventually I'll go back and try to actually read it, but it is a hefty book. I've read Moby Dick and understood most of it. Mass majority of it. Great book, loved it. I would actually go back and read that one. War and Peace though, that's a hefty one. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sari takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sari tries to find words. I am doing well so far. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic actually costs less in British pounds than the US. Dude! Why is the price higher in the US? Because if it wasn't for the price, I would have probably grabbed it. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow, but I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sari is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sarah stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. So the current cost in USD is $40. $39.99. Rounding up, it's $40. But yeah, that is the reason why I haven't gotten the game yet, because of the price tag. That is a hefty amount of cash to drop on a game right now. The book sits next to them. And in British pounds, it is 33.50 euros. Euros. Wait, I thought British... Wait. Hold on. Rewind. So educate me here. I thought pounds was the equivalent of what y'all call money. I thought euros was in a different country. Are they equivalently the same thing? Just worded differently? The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying her time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying her time together because I'm not good enough. European Union. So as a whole, euros is European Union. Pounds is Britain. Correct? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much fun, much more fun. The currency for members of the European Union. Yes, okay. So euros is European Union, and pound is strictly for British, for Britain. Okay. I learned something new today. Thank you. I need to do better for her. With saying that, what is the equivalent difference between basically $40 in USD to your current price of what you just shared? What does that transfer to in USD? The 33.50 euros. What pictures did we unlock? I thought we had this one. Oh, we had that one, okay. So she sold a book in that one. Anything else we got from that? Nope, okay. Anyways, I've transmitted 40 into euros and it became 33 euros. Okay. Okay, so it is basically the same price tag. Okay. So compared euros to... So it's not that much different for the price range. It's just our system's different and weird. Dear Sunshine. It keeps saying that we unlocked a new song, but I'm not seeing a highlighted, hey, here it is. Okay. Weird. Alright, last one, guys. So compare... right, I already read that. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Oh, crap.
What if Jean thinks it's time for you to stand up and stretch a little bit?
Okay, 2-hour mark. Thank you for the stretch. Oh, thank you, Chain, for the stretch. Also, considering the time for the stream, pending on how I'm feeling and pending on how fast we get through this little bit of the side stories, will depend on if I actually go live over on TikTok for a little bit. Since it's midnight for me, I'll lurk the stream on my phone. You'll have a good night. Appreciate it, Jane, and have a good night. Sitting at the desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her depressing thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monika. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monika rounds the corner and approaches the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah. Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the classroom against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monika is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this of all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monika looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monika is worried but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic she realized that she could be so conflicted that word's not working. Link down in the description for merch. So conflicted evident after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboard and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. Content warning, self-loathing. You heard it, guys. Content warning. Self-loathing. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up conversations. So, How's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayre do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayre told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literal club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's not so cool that you were able to get Sayre into it. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayre into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about it. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thoughts but can't figure out how to continue it. So overall, Yuri has a problem with assuming things, and she beats herself up over it, it seems. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence. Then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. I'm having fun. That's good to know, X. I'm so glad that you're having a good time during the live stream. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? Also, why the heck did I sound like, what was his name from Princess and the Frog? The Firefly. The Bayou Firefly. The one that's in love with the star in the sky. I don't remember the exact name. But that's what it reminded me of, me talking like that. It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club, hopefully anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with the club activities that everyone can be happy with. That's everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into, unfortunately so much that I don't know when to stop. For anything, But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social solution, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into the third category. She what? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. I still don't know what those red tips surrounding her eyebrows are. If you look, both of them have it. I guess it's just the art style. And if you rub your eyes too much, it does show up. So, I would just sum it up to the art style, and it actually does make the eyes pop a little bit. I'm talking about Yuri, yeah. It makes the eyes pop a little bit. So, maybe that's why. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Oh, does it? Yeah, a little bit. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship, excuse me, as one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thoughts out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is one who will give anyone, whoever much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficult accepting kindness and must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exhilarating the matter. Neither the person is to the blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah? Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Yuri's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finish replacing their old pliers with the new ones. More accordingly, Monica mostly did the work with Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confirmation? I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. Look at that, X. She prefers tea. Is she yours as well? I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sarah, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. Yuri is my second favorite. Who's your top favorite? Sayori? You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? Sayori is my number one. Gotcha. I can see why. I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs between the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri! But wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. It would be more fun if both Yuri and Sayori had a tea party together. That would be interesting. Don't you think so? Yeah. That would be fun. Now thinking about it, I really do need to get back into reading. Wait. Wait for what? Add Ruesafer in too. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, I still need to finish the Dragonfall book and then start the second one to the series, and then pick up the horror book that I got from Barnes & Noble not too long ago. Now that I'm caught up with content, I probably should. You know what? After I'm done with this one and end the stream, I'm probably going to pick up the book and not go live on TikTok. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I got most of the way through it. Yes, sir. And look, Sarah holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes beautifully produced with intentions, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. Despair? Why despair? I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Suri's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Suri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of treating, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks her knees. Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice quickens. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing began to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate her thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sari or the rest of the world. It said that her voice queaks, not quickens. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. She should have just escaped from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. It's okay, Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through the clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. How wholesome, right? Comparatively to the main game, this is actually wholesome. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speak while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. My two most favorite characters developing such a strong bond. Yeah, they are. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sari doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literal club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. That's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Zarya, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while you were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need to. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you wouldn't get frustrated with me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. My irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. 100% true. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kinda weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to, I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? Want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Harry fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to be evaporated through the cares of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri tension relaxes. For once she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori senses Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literal club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear, but we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent right first. That's what you're concerned about after she comforted you? Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monika's back. I haven't seen you like at all recently. Suri trots over to Monika. She whispers loudly. In fact, there's actually an Alice in Wonderland anime feature film adaptation coming in August 29th. August 29th, called Dive in Wonderland. Is that the one that's showing up on Netflix? Because I think I heard something about that. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. Artemis is a monster? Artemis is a goddess. What? If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Oh, probably in the book. Wait, is it on Netflix? I don't know. I think it's on Netflix, or at least it was teasing it and saying it's coming out on Netflix. I'm not 100% sure though. Dive in Wonderland. The title sounds familiar. So it could be, but it could not be. I don't know. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literary club. Excuse me. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. And I do believe that is all the side stories that are in this game. Well, let's go ahead and check out. Okay, we got that one. Interesting. Did we get any other ones? We got that one. And yeah, it looks like that was it. It keeps showing that we have more music, but I don't see a highlighted thing. Has it slowly increased on songs? I can't tell. But alright guys, that is the rest of the side stories of Doki Doki Literal Club. What exactly is the logo icon? Yes, it has. Wait, what? Peachy Pie? Oh, okay. For the music. What exactly is the logo icon? What logo icon exactly? You're song my notes. My notes? Wait, where? Where do you see that? Peachy Pie. Okay, so they added that. I don't see my note though. At the bottom. There's sunshine. Hug energy. I'm assuming that's it. Oh wait, it was called My Song, Your Note. My Song. Oh, there it is. Cool. Well, guys, that is the end of the side stories of Doki Doki Literal Club. Literature Club, not literal. But if you want to see more horror games, darker indie games, please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos and or live streams. Also, come next Sunday, we are hopefully going to be playing some Peak with me, Yokai, Nines, and Kills as well. So, hopefully we can actually play that night. I can't wait to do it. If not, I will replace it with the upcoming game that I said that we will be starting up for a live stream series, which is We Happy Few. I can't wait to start both of them. How exactly did you get the Halloween picture? It tells me in the description how I got it. From the equalization process. Select the word horror during the poem game. That's how I got it. So when they're going in that concept of pick words for X, Y, and Z character to get it. Love the sweets. Hell yeah. That's how I got it. I'm curious what Yuri's drinking though. Because that does not look like tea. But alright guys. I can't wait to jump into the next live stream for Sunday night. Most likely though, come Tuesday, I will see about checking out the game that you mentioned for the demo. X. Either that or we'll be continuing Liza P, the DLC, so we can complete that. Possibly some kind of fruit punch. That's a possibility. But that's the plans for upcoming live streams for right now. But alright guys, peace out, keep being awesome, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And again, thank you to my members, Yokai, Kills, and What is Chain. Alright guys, peace out, keep being awesome, and I'll see y'all in the next one.